Hello, this is Spain with the Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Knights Black Agents. I was tempted to say Red Markets. We are doing Dead Talk, the digital executive discussion talks, and this is actually going to be sort of a sequel to the let's see here, direct action of my previous Nice Black Agent games, where G8 summit protests and riots led to a bombing of Distributy. I've retconned the name of that giant corporation, Distributy, and y'all, some people found out about that there are tech executive vampire conspiracies going on.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. And we'll retcon and say those who were involved in the previous one have now brought in other people, the new player characters, and but they're definitely not wanting to get day jobs at this point, laying low. But there's no active manhunt on them, or technically arrest warrants, but certainly if they were, I don't know, turn up at an airport and without a cover identity and a fake passport or driver's license, whatever, they'd might be asked by the police to step over here into this windowless room so we can ask you some questions, that kind of thing. So, you want to lay low. But on the other hand, that vampires are real. So that sort of counterweighs that disadvantage.
Wait, vampires are real?
Vampires are quite real.
My God.
And they work for tech companies.
My God.
Yeah, no, it's not good. And so what you have found is one of these Distributy executives that has popped up is Nathaniel Sinka. He is promising a revolution in health and wellness technology, as he puts it. And it's a highly anticipated speech at the DED conference, which is again in Vancouver, and is filled with inspirational and insightful speakers and all kinds of subject matter. And those of you who already know about vampires recruited the other player characters, and y'all they're up to no good. You don't know if you don't know you think you killed or gotten rid of all the vampires you knew about, but there has to be more. So you're kind of in this to get rid of them all. Otherwise, they're definitely going to hunt you down eventually and kill you because they're real angry that you blew up their building and their garden. So we'll get into the mechanics of how the vampires work in a little bit, but let's introduce our cast first. So we have Will, who is playing.
I'm playing Mace Hunter, CIA infiltrator and master of disguise. And aside, me, Will, the player character. I used to live in Vancouver.
Okay. Well, we'll expect all kinds of local insider knowledge, and if you fail to deliver, your character will die.
Don't go to Gastown. Don't go to Gastown.
All right. That you're guaranteed you're gonna go to Gastown. So,
God damn it.
Unless it's some weird reverse psychology thing, in which case, well done. So next up we have R, who is playing.
I'm playing Hung K Lee. He is a former CIA hacker.
All right. And then we have another, I think, a veteran of the vampires, Kyla, who is playing.
I am indeed a veteran. I'm playing Angelica Langlois, the former GIGN medic, who kind of helped set this whole thing in motion, so she's obviously not showing up with her actual passport.
Sure. And then, of course, we have Dan K.
Reprising Henry York, an analyst and investigator.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do field work much.
Mm-hmm.
At least there's never any trace.
So there's going to be a more open-ended scenario. You already know that vampires are real, and they're definitely wanting to murder you.
Did you still get the call from them at the end, or is that retconned out?
I guess that is retconned out.
Okay.
They're definitely hunting you. I didn't think I'd be reprising this, but I was like, yeah, you guys keep one play Nights Black Agent, so all right.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm here to make sure y'all have fun. So yeah, you got away. Of course, you are definitely lying low. And then of course you did have enough evidence to show it to your other friends, and they were like, yep, we got to deal with this. Otherwise it could be the end of everything, because these people seem really bad. Well, they're not even really people anymore, are they? And they're really,
billionaires.
Yep. Heyo.
Oh, also vampire.
Hey.
Heyo. And yeah, so it's in Vancouver. It's in about a week. The speech for Nathaniel Sinka, and it's about wellness technology, and everything else is tightly under wraps. But we'll say you're in Canada right now. You already made it across the border, so you can get to Vancouver pretty easily and set up. And you need to figure out what the bad guys are doing and try to stop them.
Well, one question is the speech. Is it going to be at the Vancouver Convention Center?
Yes.
Cool. I've been there. In fact, I've given a talk there. So,
yep.
Yay.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
A while ago.
So you obviously these places have tons of, well, you don't know actually how much security they have. You would assume they'd have lots of security, especially after the bombing, but you don't know what that's like. You don't know. This is all you have right now. This is your only lead. You do assume that they have at least one more tree of thirst, because these vampires use a tree that they found in the Amazon to grant them some form of vampirism, which allows them to regenerate wounds quickly and heal all maladies. Yep.
The trees give them vampirism.
Yes.
Trees photosynthesize.
You don't know all the details yet.
Wow, that's weird, man. That's weird.
Yeah,
it is
weird.
weird. It is. The regeneration that you actually overheard them. I can't remember if it was. I think I mentioned them. Their vampirism works because once they've been injected or infected or whatever the tree does to them, they don't. The vampirism only kicks in when they drink human blood that has some kind of disease or pathogen in it that causes the regeneration factor to kick in, which makes them faster, stronger. And does all kinds of fun things. Well, you don't know what else they can do. So
don't try killing them in the middle of cold season.
Basically, of course, you imagine that they don't have any problem finding with their wealth infected blood samples to sip upon. But yeah, they are bad people. So y'all need to figure out a way to deal with this, because you assume if the conference goes off and they get their speech off, obviously that's their goal. So you kind of want to stop that. But yeah, what do you want to do? We'll just go with we'll start off with Will. What does Mace Hunter want to do first?
Oh, don't start with me. I'm not familiar with Nighthawk Agents.
All right, all right, we can start with Henry then. Henry.
All right. So we know that the guys in Seattle had a tree.
Mm-hmm.
We know where they got it from, South America-ish.
Yeah, somewhere in the Amazon. Yeah.
Do we know when they got it? Because I would imagine we have a relative time frame to work with.
Nope, that would require some sort of investigative skill check.
Oh, okay, but here's where I'm trying to go with that. So, if we know when they harvested the sample, did they split the sample when it was harvested?
That's a good point.
Or did it come from the South America, or did it come from other tech bros?
So, are you trying to figure out how many trees of thirst that they have right now?
I mean, if we could track down those.
Okay.
I'm not sure how.
If you had some evidence, if you hacked in somewhere or got access to one of their databases for free, I would say Henry would know. Some sort of work like this, bureaucracy for 0 points, you know that this is obviously a massive institutional effort, and there would be many companies and a lot of logistics involved. So by figuring out the logistical footprint of a tree of thirst, you can then extrapolate how many trees of thirst that they have in play. So you just need to, and you know where a tree of thirst was. So if you got information about their the distributing tower before the garden section was blown up, you could then sort of get a sense of what this footprint is like. So you can make a spin right now to get some of that legwork out of the way.
Well, how about preparedness? I grabbed some data on the way out.
Nope. No.
Okay.
You'll
all right, working along.
Evidence. You'll have to you I mean, you do have a hacker with you. He can get some of the evidence on his on Hung's action, but if you want to wait until and sort of ask Hung to do some hacking, you could do that. Or
the secondary idea I've got is these guys were harvesting the diseased blood, which means blood bags and other blood bank paraphernalia.
Well, you remember this whole thing kicked up because he literally drank from a person in the middle of the city streets.
Yeah, that was a problem. But I mean, they
Not
also
exactly
had a
what
supply of
profile.
blood coming in.
Yeah, they did have a supply of blood
And
coming in.
maybe that's an easier logistic to track down because
Mm-hmm.
who would have that besides blood banks, hospitals, and that's pretty much it.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Medical pharmatech companies would have that for research
fair.
purposes.
The University of
Actually,
British
still,
Columbia.
this is Silicon Valley. They, I mean, in real life, they inject themselves with the blood of young people to keep themselves young.
Don't start me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And apparently the young blood does have some maybe beneficial effect.
I mean,
but-
maybe it could be placebo effect. There's not like exactly been a double-blind study.
We
on
are
it.
living in the weirdest
Yeah,
timeline.
look at Peter
Yeah.
Thiel
or
blood.
just
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, exactly.
you don't
Also,
wanna
like
know.
again, medical venture capitalist company Theranos knockoffs are probably using blood as well. But again, there would be a logistical footprint. Again, they're working through a massive institution with a big bureaucracy, so like they cannot do things invisibly, or they must use hiding in plain sight at this level. Like they're doing this kind of stuff and obfuscating it by saying it's something it's not, which is, hey, we're just researching medical technology from this trees, medical bioscience advances from the Amazonian life, and so either one would work. You can get some information by just by spinning some investigative points. You don't need, like, evidence would give you that you have stolen somehow, would get you additional information, but some of it you can get right now just by doing the legwork.
By evidence, you mean like notice?
Well, evidence like hacking it or stealing it off a person.
Okay, so revised
or
revised
interrogating
theory.
someone. Yeah.
Nathaniel Sinha is associated with any tech firms or biotech firms?
You for 0 Point Bureaucracy, yes. He's on the board of a couple that have, let me get my tech company name generator.
You could just say a couple. We're good with that.
Yeah.
A, B, and C for the moment. Until we
but that's 0 Point. So I'll say there's 5. So there's 5. One of those would probably have of those 5 would probably be relevant to your investigation. But
there we go. Let's start by hacking one of those guys, or at least. What would it take to gather a quick portfolio from public information?
Well, with a point of, for example, bureaucracy or traffic analysis, you could narrow it down to the one that's actually going to be relevant.
All right. Unless someone else feels like spending a point, I'll pop my point of bureaucracy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So you go through them because you tech company name generator. There's got to be a thing for that.
You just look at red markets.
Business name generator. Oh, Namealex.
Nervium.
Let's see here. Next. Multiple words, compound word. Let's see here. Name cell generate. Wow, I love this. This is fucking amazing. Let's see. Some of these are too easy. Some of these are some Pharmacore. All right. Yep. It's Pharmacore.
It's generic. I like it.
I like it.
You can just type in names. I said biotech and blood, and like it came up with a bunch of these. So one of it's called Bloodstained and Bodily. Purogenic. Well, I'm gonna save some of these names, but yeah, we'll say it's Pharmacore. Let's see here. Let me put that down in the thing. Lead one. So Pharmacore does a lot of blood research, especially bloodborne pathogens and that kind of thing. And that just rings all your bells. That's that company. You could definitely get some information by fucking with them in some way. So next up we have Angelica. So while Henry's doing his analysis and digging through the records and stuff, what do you want to do?
Could I check the security going on at the convention center? Kind of get an idea of.
Sure. Let's see here.
Like, if things go really wrong and we have to make a stand there, what's the best way in and out? What sort of response time?
What ability are you looking at this through? You don't have military science,
I have
but
cop talk.
Cop Talk. Okay, yep. For free, I'll tell you that the company they made a press release and everything. You find that pretty quickly. It's called the Verdi Group, which is a international private military contractor that is mostly known for operating in Eastern Europe and Asia. So it is unusual for them to be in Canada, but they have a reputation for hiring a lot of soldiers from various militaries, a lot of veterans on there. So yeah, pretty pricey firm. So that's what you get for free. Do you want to spend any points? So you would guess that it's going to be pretty up there. With Cop Talk spin, you could if you spend a point, you could actually get more information.
I'll spend it.
Okay. With Point of Cop Talk, you actually talk to a Vancouver cop who is quite disgruntled about this because Verdi Group is being very high-handed, but they apparently have made the company Distributee has made like, oh, we're going to expand into Vancouver. I'm going to put so much money in your city, and so they've basically given them carte blanche for security. There aren't going to be cops here. There's just going to be Verdi Group guards in cop-like uniforms. So most people are going to think that they're actually police officers when they're not. But they have a lot of unmarked vehicles, a lot of suspicious-looking crates and containers of vehicles and weapons coming in, and he is his complaints have gone unanswered about like how suspicious all of this is. So he does mention that as stupid as they are, isn't the conference center on the waterfront? I think it's on the next to a body of water, if I'm correct.
Practically all of downtown Vancouver is the waterfront.
So yeah, the cop does mention that the waterfront seems to be overlooked. They put all the stuff on there, and they aren't even putting any mini assets. There'll be a couple guys watching the waterfront, but not nearly as much. They seem to be overlooking that. So you've been given a potential avenue for entry. Is the water
egress?
Yeah, egress. Yeah. So that's something. It's not totally unguarded, and they're not that unprofessional, but they are clearly not. Perfect. So then we have Hung K. Lee. So what do you want to do during this initial investigation?
All right, Henry, what did you want to know about again with digital intrusion?
Well, I mean, the answers obviously.
Well, you have
everything.
In this case, the lead we've got so far is that Nathaniel is on the PharmaCorp board of directors, and PharmaCorp looks at bloodborne pathogens. So, anything that would indicate incoming, outgoing project materials or, suppliers of, blood handling products. Do they have any local labs? Anything like that. Anything that will get us into the research that this might be based on.
Okay, so Hung, this will be a digital intrusion test, which is not an investigative ability. It is actually, you have to make a roll for it. So the typical thing is you have to roll D6, you get a 4 or better. Now, before you roll, you can spend points on digital intrusion to get a bonus to your roll. Do you want to spend any digital intrusion points?
Yeah, I spent 2.
All right. If we just go to the dice rolling channel, yep, you're already doing it. All right, very good. You succeed. You get a lot of documentation and files, rip a lot of email accounts and that kind of thing. For free, I'll say it looks like, looking at a lot of manifests and shipping things, it looks like they are setting up some sort of place that is called a wellness center. And there's an address in northeastern Idaho, which is a very rural, remote location. looking at it on satellite photos, from Google Maps, you can see looks like some sort of willed cabin, sort of summer camp kind of place. Cabins out in the woods. There's a small lake or pond next to it. Very idyllic looking. It looks like they're setting a lot of stuff there, a lot of people and materials. There's a lot more evidence to analyze, so that could be used for investigative skill points or spends. But yeah, this sort of I think that's everybody except for Mace Hunter.
Yes, that's me. Right.
Yeah.
So, I think what I want to do is I want to peruse the list of presenters at this conference and see if there's anyone I know or recognize.
Okay. That would be a networking skill test. Do you want to spend points before you roll?
Yeah, I should spend points.
Okay.
I should indeed spend points. Let me check and see what my networking is.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of networking. Yeah,
you do have a lot of networking.
I think 2 is a good spend.
Sure.
Here we go. Rolling.
It's a number.
6.
All right. 2 people there, 2 speakers. I'll let you pick what they're speaking about and who they are.
Okay.
But I assume they're favorably disposed to you.
Very
but
good. Very good.
Obviously they're not, going to be, hey, do me a favor and try and just take this wooden stake and stab Nathaniel Cinca, They're not going to do anything, crazy like that. But
Okay.
They could get you badges.
I was going to ask about badges, actually.
Yeah.
I
You
was
could get
going
in as a guest.
Further inquire about a cover identity.
Cover identities, those are just spins, or they are tests sometimes. So basically, you can just make up a spin, make up an identity, and then you don't have to spend points on it until it's tested in some way.
Okay.
And so we'll spend those points when they get there. But basically, when they do background checks or whatever. And I will say, enough about this conference that there's different access levels for badges. There's general audience. There's the VIP. Well, the level 1 VIPs are basically big guests, but spending a lot of money. And then the actual VIP. So guest, rich guest, and VIP. Getting obviously the scrutiny on your badge on you getting in the conference depends on what kind of badge you have. And like with regular guests, there'd probably be almost no scrutiny, but you'd have very limited access except to, where the guests are supposed to go. No backstage stuff.
Right.
Rich guests would have some backstage stuff. VIP would have unrestricted access or nearly unrestricted access. Obviously, there's going to be a couple places that are always going to be off limits. But obviously you would know, being a skilled con man, that they're going to first make sure that you're rich or that you're an actual VIP before they give you a badge.
True. Well, I'm not rich, but I can pretend to be rich.
That's exactly it. So I will say, because too, you can get 4 badges, from your friends. So you can get badges for everybody, and you can specify what level you want each badge to be. But obviously, the trade-off is the higher level badges will have to burn through more cover points to get through.
Right. What do you guys think we should try for access level wise?
I would say mid-range, probably give us a little access. It's worth a little.
At least behind the scenes, or at least behind. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So let's try for backstage access.
Okay. So you all get those. But yeah, and whenever you try and go backstage, you'll just test it. You won't know if you get through or not until you make your test, when you actually try to get backstage. Because you're guessing these people are going to be shady and not just ban you, just wait till you're there and be like, oh, you're that guy. Come this way. Isn't the backstage over here? No, it's over here.
No, it's over here. Yeah.
In this windowless room.
This windowless room. It's right over here.
Yeah, the windowless room is never a good sign. So you get that. So that sort of brings everybody to day 1 of a full day of research and phone calls and hacking. It was very productive.
And drinking.
Yeah,
I
sure.
had to drink with my contacts.
Okay, yeah.
How else do you think I got the badges?
All right, touche. So, yeah, what do you can guys do more prep, obviously. You have a way to the conference itself. We can just fast forward to the conference if you want, or you could investigate more leads. You have a couple more days before the conference begins. So, I guess we'll just go again. Henry, what do you want to look at? Henry?
Yeah, sorry. Trying to remember what the results of the hacking attempt were.
They were
blanked.
successful. Yeah.
Yes. What do we get from that? The cattle's in the woods or something?
Yeah, PharmaCore, for free, you found out that they're moving a lot of people materials to someplace in Northeast Idaho that's called a wellness center. But there's enough evidence there that you can analyze more shit to find out more about their plans. Traffic analysis would work.
Does anyone else have traffic analysis?
I have it. I'll use it.
Okay.
Cool. So traffic analysis. What are you trying to figure out? You had a couple different questions. One was figuring out the blood supply issue. 2 was figuring out the tree of thirst issue, and then of course 3 now is this wellness center. For 0 points, I'll let you pick 1 for the day. If you spend a point, you'll figure out 2 of the 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But that'll take your day up.
Mm-hmm. I'll do a 0 point spend, and I'll look into the tree.
Okay. So PharmaCore has a lot of botany stuff, and they are doing a lot of work with Distributy. And so you have all copies of all these emails from Distributy executives and scientists and stuff. So the Tree of Thirst, you pick up on it, the name that they're using for it. It's something in Latin. They've named it, although it's not been released in any public scientific journals, weirdly enough. So it's a prima donna tree. Requires a lot of high maintenance things. The moisture has to be just right. The temperature has to be just right. Soil acidity, everything has to be just right. And so given that, but they're definitely scaling up. They're talking about buying certain supply companies so they can more easily afford this shit that they need for it. And it looks like there's definitely one in this wellness center. But it looks like there's 2 others that are actively being maintained, but those supplies are being shipped overseas, and they do not have the final forwarding address. They are taking some measures to make sure their entire conspiracy is not unraveled with one successful hack, weirdly enough. So it looks like the only one on the North American continent is in this wellness center.
Well, that's good.
Sure.
That'll make things easy.
Yeah, no, clearly. The other
Easier.
2, yeah, no, the other 2 overseas are, that's fine.
It's somebody else's problem. Oh,
clearly, yeah. All right, so that takes you some time to do because you take some breaks to play some Counter-Strike or whatever. Henry, actually, you haven't done a thing. You just sort of told Hung to do that traffic analysis.
I mean, that's how this works, right?
Okay.
No. Okay,
yeah.
So we've got a couple overseas. That's fine. All we know about the talk is that this guy was linked to the conspiracy, and then we've got another tie to the conspiracy.
But he's a distributing executive,
right? But okay, so he could already be converted.
He
could
most likely is.
Yeah. What do we think he's? I mean, is the stuff he's going to be talking about something we're concerned about getting out there, or are we just using him as a funnel into the organization, and we should head to Idaho and make some fun there?
Well, you don't know what you're going to expect at Idaho.
Right. I mean, Idahoans.
Sure. Clearly, that's it.
Wilderness.
Yep.
Yeah. Trees and
Vampires.
stuff.
Yep. Maybe that.
Okay. That was a question for the team, not so much for you.
Yeah.
I mean, what is our goal, guys?
I can handle the blood thing. I'm fairly good with science.
Okay.
Let's see here. One thing. Let's see. I gave those vampires a damn weakness. What did I give them? What's that thing that the?
Was it healthy blood or something?
Oh no.
No, remember it was that chemical I with
Right,
the
right,
plant
right.
thing. I sprayed him in the face.
Oh yeah, it was from
Herbicide.
banana slugs. Yeah.
Yeah,
The invasive
ground up banana slug
species.
stuff.
So yeah,
We
they
need some of
giant
that.
giant African land snails.
Okay.
So,
Can we find? I will. Let's find that.
yeah. Yeah, that could
I
be.
guess we used what we had.
You used up all that you had. Yes, that was seemed to be pretty relevant at the time, but you weren't really holding them back for a rainy day.
Nope.
So Henry,
I'm sorry, did you say banana slugs?
sorry, it was giant African land snails.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an invasive species, and
Yeah. And they wiped out the place that was growing them, correct?
well, I mean, they're actually you can get them as pets. Like you can
Okay, there we
get
go.
more.
That's where they came from.
The question is actually really how do you weaponize them? Because that's actually something you didn't really tackle. You got
Very slowly.
Hey,
Oh.
I hate you, Will.
I mean, he's
So-
not wrong.
So yeah, what's your delivery mechanism for this?
Well, they ground it up and had it in some sort of solution, just sprayed it, I thought, or we injected. Did we? We injected.
Yeah, it was already made up though. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you
Are
don't.
those guys still around?
No, remember you they were the people
Kind of what I thought.
butchering up corpses.
Yeah. Things did
Yeah.
not go well for them.
You also
I thought we
like,
grabbed their data or computer or hard. I thought we grabbed something from there on how to use.
well, you don't have it now. Yep.
Okay.
What about escargot?
Well,
Thinking
how do you want to make them eat that? Also, it's a giant African land snail. Not you don't know if other snails would work.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a large serving of escargot.
Yeah, you taint the escargot. Well, yeah. How are you gonna make sure that they eat them? You know.
Indeed.
You grind it up and throw it in their food and see if that does anything.
Yep.
Yum.
So
making a lot of sense.
contacts to get somebody to do it for you. I would allow Tradecraft to build some sort of jury rig mechanism. You can buy giant African land snails and like put them in a blender and hope that's enough. Like
Jesus.
How many did they have before they ground them up?
You don't know.
I remember it being a lot.
It was enough. Yeah, it was kind of purified. Yeah. So
would outdoor survival be the thing to know about this?
With that would be kind of like grinding them up and covering them on your blade, or in putting them in a bullet, like in a single, so you can fire it in a single or in an arrow,
a subsonic round.
Yeah, well, no, that's actually more
because
weapons.
it's a snail.
Right.
God.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a bow or a crossbow or something like that. So
all right. So research maybe.
Yeah, research could work.
I mean, I wouldn't think they would have published much on this, but maybe.
Well, I mean, you can kind of extrapolate. You do have research, so yeah. This would definitely be a point spend.
Okay, so I mean, I guess find a supply. I mean, that should be a 0 point in Seattle. Just call pet shops, right?
Yeah,
not Seattle, Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a spending point to figure out how to weaponize it.
Okay. Yeah, if no one's got a more appropriate skill, I will do that.
All right.
Pharmacy, maybe, to get the equation and the balance right precisely.
Yeah. If you had pharmacy, do you?
I do.
Nope.
I can do it.
Okay.
All right. So what's I got? I've delegated.
Yep. All right. Fair enough. I thought I'd bring it up because that was their weakness last time. You probably.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The thing about let's see, I guess convention center there have got to be some private meeting rooms either there or the hotel these tech bros are staying in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do we know which hotel the tech bros staying in?
What hotel do you tech bros staying at? You do not.
I might be able to find that out.
Okay. Once we do, I can use surveillance to set up something.
Okay.
Perfect. I love it.
Get some surveillance on his movements and all that stuff. Oh, actually, I guess we could just pick him up otherwise. Oh, they were using drones last time. Are we seeing any of those around?
Not right now, no.
Okay. Do we know when he gets into town?
You don't.
Okay. How's about could I use I don't know, maybe tradecraft or I've already I spent bureaucracy, but would I be able to use bureaucracy to just call his offices, fake that I'm in the chain trying to get stuff set up for him in the Vancouver trip, and just to confirm the dates that you gave us, and just name a date and see if they'll correct me.
Actually, that would be a reassurance spend, but yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, all right.
All right, I will do that. I'll call the office.
Yep.
I'm from a secure
definitely
line.
legitimate and normal. And that's what works.
Yep.
So you get a date of his itinerary. He'll be here 2 days. He'll get here 2 days before speech. So
Okay,
like in the evening, and so basically I have 1 full day to rest up before his big old speech.
Rest up, eat someone.
Probably.
And do we know what hotel?
Yeah, the Sleep Easy Inn. It's the new luxury one, so it's near the
Of course it is.
Yeah.
There are actual nice hotels in Vancouver.
Well, apparently
Wow.
this was one of them and got renamed.
The Fairmont Pacific Rim is right across the street from the convention center.
That is a very good point.
All right, fair enough. So
But it's now called the Sleep Easy Inn. I don't know.
Yes, it's been. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what else is in the same block as the Fairmont Pacific Rim?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to say it on the stream, Ross?
Sure.
A couple of blocks away is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. Let's not go there. We're not going there. Can we burn that?
Yeah, it's already burned. Weirdly enough. They didn't spend enough on sprinklers.
Yeah. Ooh.
So yeah.
All right. So we will refer to the hotel as the Sleep Easy.
The Sleep Easy.
Yeah.
Very good.
So the Sleep Easy Inn is where you're staying at, and you have his itinerary. So good job. Let's see here. So Angelica, you want to weaponize some giant African land snails.
Yes, please. I will spend my point of pharmacy to make it happen.
What's your delivery mechanism?
Well, since aerosol worked good last time, I want to use that again.
All right.
Aerosolized snail.
Yep. That takes you a day to aerosolize some snails. Pretty
I
gross.
bet you there's a sentence you never thought you'd say, Ross.
Yeah. No, I knew what I was getting into. Just you think some things up and then you say them a lot. Like, boy, that was. I knew that's what. Yep. All right. So you have some. Each of you has a pepper snail spray can, essentially. Close range. So similar to a pepper spray. It's also biological material, not capsicum. So it'll lose potency if you don't keep it refrigerated. So
well, we know we don't need it before
yeah.
A day and a half before.
Angela spends a day setting this up and figuring out how to do it, and she can actually make it right before you go out. But basically, if it gets certainly if it gets immersed in water, if you wait too long, it will lose potency. As the snail part, it will just rot. It's also, but yeah, you got it. It's definitely not good. It's definitely going to be very suspicious looking to any security guy who sees it. So you would assume you'd have to smuggle it in.
Shaving cream can. Breath.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just spending abilities to figure out how to do that. So,
Yeah.
let's see. I think it's everybody except Mace at this point for day 2.
Okay, so we've got where the PharmaCorp party is staying. We know when they're getting there. Do we think it's maybe worthwhile trying to approach undercover and make ourselves known to the target, or at least make myself known to the target?
Well, he's not there yet.
I know.
Yeah.
But I can set something up.
Well, at the hotel,
Maybe.
Okay. That's true. I mean, maybe you guys want to think out what your plan is. Do you want to wait for him to make his speech to find out what he's doing? Do you want to try and get access to him the day before the speech? You find out what it is before it's revealed to the public. Do you want to kidnap him for interrogation? Do you want to assassinate him? All you know.
Probably
Yeah.
not assassinate because after last time.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, if we could avoid having them figure out that we're still onto them, that would probably be healthy.
Well, I'm okay with that.
You're pretty sure that they're onto you to some degree.
Right.
That the people who bombed their skyscraper are still out there, but yeah. I mean, you still wake up in the morning, so clearly they don't know that much about you.
Yep.
So
do they have a local office out here?
Pharmacore in Vancouver?
And
Yeah.
or Distributy? Okay.
Yeah, and Distributy has offices everywhere.
Okay, and this guy is directly working for Distributy?
He's a Distributy executive, and he's on the board for Pharmacore.
Okay. I mean, does the Pharmacore facility up here have anything to do with this project?
Let's see. Well, the thing is, it hasn't been announced yet, so like you don't know what they're trying to show to the public.
Fair.
So probably trying to figure out what they are, what their plan is would be good. So, you could do some hacking. You could try and set up like a plan to steal data without them realizing it. He's going to be there a day before the speech. He'll undoubtedly have a laptop. If you could have physical access to the laptop, you could steal all its data, then decrypt it, and then read his plans. That's one thing you could do.
That sounds like a good plan to me. What about you guys?
Oh, hey, we could seed the network at the hotel.
Yep, you could.
So when he logs into the free Wi-Fi, because
Mhm.
even billionaires are cheap.
Yep.
Do we want to try and arrange?
We just virus the machine, clone it offline, and he never knows we got it.
Yeah,
because it will have time to go. It won't have to go fast.
Yeah, you could do that. So,
and by we, I think we mean our computer expert. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Sounds. Yeah. I kind of thinking up a plan for that. If you want to do that, I don't know how much planning we have to do for that. But
you can do some work remotely, but it would be better if you get access to. I mean, the ideal thing is to get into the hotel server room and plant a thing in, plug a USB stick that you prep, and break the network that way. That would be the best way. Remotely breaking in is.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is also the guest Wi-Fi is going to be different than the internal hotel network, which is what's going to have what room he is and what his user ID is on the Wi-Fi network. So you don't know, what room is he in, that kind of thing. So, because otherwise there's going to be 500 people logged in on that network, and you don't know which one to hack.
All right. So I'll go. I'll go there physically.
I bet you and I could talk our way into the server room.
I mean, also hard drives are cheap. Just clone them all.
All 500 drives.
Sure, why not?
I don't have the bandwidth to do that.
Wow, that's a lot of drives.
That's a good reason.
That's a lot of music.
That's a lot of throughput. That's a lot of data transfer on a hotel Wi-Fi network. Definitely the fastest and best kept.
Every guest calls the front desk.
All those points are totally valid. So never mind that.
No worries.
I think Mace has the right idea. He and our esteemed colleague go there and physically get into the system.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we stay outside as Overwatch in case things go wrong.
Sure. All right. So you guys drive to the hotel. It's a nice downtown hotel. Sleep Easy is going into the deluxe market, not just the budget highway market for hotels. So good for them. It's a great company. So you're there. What's your plan?
I need the name of the company that Sleep Easy contracts their IT to, because they don't do it in house. They're a hotel downtown.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Good thing I have a business name generator.
Hey.
Let's see here. Brand keywords. Hotel. Internet. This is actually pretty fun. Hotelplex.
Hotelplex. Okay.
Yeah.
They sound like a specialty provider.
Yep, it's definitely just that. And let's see here. They actually generates the logos. This is amazing. You're gonna see this great logo for
I'm excited.
Hotelplex.
I'm so excited.
You should be. Hotelplex.
That's good. I like that. Actually, that's a good logo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
What generator is this? I want it now.
It's called Namelix. Here, I'll put the link in there. It's just
Okay, so did I
although
feel
some of
that-
these ones are like bartenders, bathhouse, like landlines. Like, nope. That's oh yeah, Expedia. Boy, nobody's used that before.
All right. So,
anyways, yeah, Hotelplex.
Huang K and me show up in our best business casual attire.
Mhm.
Yep.
And we walk right into the front desk.
Hello, welcome to the Sleep Easy Deluxe. How can I help you?
Hello. We got a call about a problem in your server room.
Oh, was there a problem?
were-
We weren't aware of any.
Oh, I've got the ticket right here. Let me just. Phil, do you have the ticket? I left my phone at the office. Do you have yours? that's you?
Yeah. Just
Hey, why don't you pull it up? Oh, is it doing the network thing again?
just some stuff is failing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're just
Look,
we're just gonna
look.
like push that through.
Miss, sir, who's the receptionist?
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
ma'am?
Hi, yeah. My name's Debbie. Yeah, it's right
Ma'am,
there on
all right,
my name tag.
Look, I know you're a priority client, and we're supposed to get this fixed within a certain time frame. But if we got stuck in traffic, if we're already kind of running up against the clock here, we got a couple more jobs to get to before we get back to the office. I mean, my boss is already on my ass. You know how how bosses get.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sure it's just an unplugged cable or something. Why don't we just go in? We'll make sure everything's plugged in, turned on. We'll leave. We'll get out of your hair.
Okay. Do you have reassurance?
Let me see if I have reassurance.
Probably. I would hope that the con man has reassurance.
I do have reassurance.
How much reassurance do you have?
I have one reassurance.
One's enough if you want to spend that, because this is very sketchy. But yeah, you can do
Pretty
that.
sketchy, but yeah.
Actually,
I
no,
will
you
spend-
could use flirting. You could use a point of flirting too.
Oh, I like that. That
Yeah.
fits my mental image of Maze Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do my best.
Business casual flirting.
Yeah.
So you do
Compliment
that.
her necklace or something.
And she lets you into the server room.
Thank you, dear.
Mhm.
All right. So do your thing, and I'll stand by the door and listen. For
Wow,
any
you're the
comment.
hottest in the universe.
I
Apparently.
mean, have you seen his photo in the pre-chance?
This
Yeah.
fucking
He
like
looks like
Tom
every-
Cruise here.
He looks like most video game protagonists.
Yeah, he does.
So
Sorry.
no, it's fine. You can go and give me another digital intrusion check.
All right, I will spend 2 again.
Do.
6 again.
All right, yeah.
It's the only thing we've rolled.
Yeah, you actually do improve the network, and you have like root access to it.
It actually was unplugged.
Yeah. So good job. This it'll take them weeks to realize it, especially if you lie low. They may never realize it, so you're in and out of there pretty quickly. And nobody notices. So now you have his itinerary. So actually no, you already know what room he's going to be in and when he's going to be there. So or when he's going to check in. So you could just wait. You need to be at the hotel Wi-Fi to steal his data, so you can just sit in the lobby and as soon as he gets in there and take all his data. Assuming he doesn't have any unusual tech precautions or anything like that. So good job. Yeah.
You know, we could spoof a charging station that also sucks up the data from his phone.
As long as you could
If
figure
we
out
got access to the room.
if that would be another. Yeah, you could also plant bugs in his room. You could
There we
watch
go,
him
yeah.
and listen. You do all kinds of fun things. Of course, with tradecraft, this guy has private mercenaries watching him, so they might actually sweep the room for bugs and shit like that. And might tell him not to use charging station because juice jacking's a thing. That's something Like
Is
the
that what
New-
it's called? Juice jacking?
yeah, like the New York State Attorney General is like, beware of juice jacking.
That's
I
amazing.
had no idea.
Yep, it just like came out
Some
a week or two
fucking
ago.
neuromancer shit.
Yeah, we really do live in a shitty cyberpunk dystopia.
It really
Except-
is the
Yep.
weirdest timeline.
Yeah,
Except-
boy, it's
Cyberpunk
it's
dystopia,
something.
except without the bitch and augmatics.
Yep. Well, we do
Well, I
have
mean-
some prosthetic prosthetic limbs. So
They're getting there.
That's true. We're getting there.
As is regenerative medicine. So,
yep. So
So the rich people will be able to heal themselves.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
that Elysium movie.
Uh-huh.
Gotta hit all those robots with radiation to make them
Hey.
work. Yeah.
Uh,
Elysium. It was a thing.
What
Made
a
no
terrible
sense.
movie.
There's a
It
reason
had
I
good
didn't watch that.
gunfights. I'll give it that much.
That's
There you go.
all it had.
Yeah, that is yeah, no, it is. It's all that's all it had was good gunfights. So you guys were Hotel Network owned. You have his itinerary. You have Lance Snail sprays. Very close end weapon though. And you know of you haven't done much on the conference center. You know of one potential weakness in the security. It's gonna be high in security. And you can't test you could do some work. Well, yeah, well, I mean, you guys think you're ready? Do you want to do anything else? You just want to wait until he shows up?
Do you guys think it's worth physically casing the conference center?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can.
Yes.
I mean,
we get some
'cause the-
coveralls.
the
We go into like
schedule and
pages
where-
or something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
also his schedule and where he's going to be speaking should already be in the conference schedule.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That is
Oh,
true.
excuse me. I'll be right back. Carry on. Carry on.
All right. So, what do you want to do? So you're going to. I guess everybody is going to the conference center to sort of walk around and take a look at it.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It's pretty easy to do. Conference center it's very large, very Vancouverian. Yep. It's there are a lot of people, a lot of dudes in security uniforms that are similar but legally distinct from cop uniforms. They have a couple of large SUVs pulled up on the curb on the sidewalks. They are clear there. You do see one sniper on the roof. Not his rifle is not visible, but you know he's clearly a sniper. Just checking things out. Yeah, he is. Looks like they're pretty serious looking dudes. So a frontal or side assault would be going loud would be pretty suicidal. That much, and you can see they're setting up metal detectors and security stations. They are obviously going to wand everyone before they go in. So your spray cans are metal. So because you wanted to make them durable, because it's kind of a custom job. So like
You know,
yeah,
we don't have.
they're pressurized.
oh,
Yeah.
Can we make the juice and fill them there without having to bring in a metal can?
Well, it's
That
pressurized.
way we have them there already.
I'm
Yeah.
back, and I have an idea.
Okay.
What's your idea?
We do it like in The Godfather.
We stash it there beforehand and then
We stash
pick
it
up
before
once
all the
we're
metal
past
detectors
security?
go up and the conference starts.
Okay.
We walk in without it. We go into the bathrooms. We pick them up.
Yep.
I
Hide
did
them in a
mention.
vent or something.
Well, then you also have to. Does anybody have any crafting things?
I got
Mechanics. Yeah.
I
you
have
have mechanics?
I have all kinds of mechanics.
Oh,
Well, then you
dude,
should
by
do
all
it.
means, yes.
Hey.
Because you're also gonna have to rig up something to keep it cold. Remember?
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
said.
right.
Can we fill them? Put the metal components in there, but just bring like a thermos.
No, in order to film, you had to be like in a specialized environment because,
Okay.
you can't do it in a bathroom. Like,
Thermos
it's just
idea is good, though.
like otherwise, you make it a pump dispenser, in which case it's gonna have a range of about like 6 inches.
Okay, so what we need is a cooling chest with a bunch of dry ice. Maybe I don't know.
Well, again,
what's the
that's still
that might be too cold.
Yeah. Yeah, you need it like refrigerated just right. Like, if you're going to stash
yeah,
it there
that's
ahead of time.
You know what we can do is repurpose a water fountain cooler.
Yeah. Those are usually in publicly available spaces. So
I was going to
retrieving-
say an AC unit, maybe.
Oh, even better.
yeah,
And
that's going to
there's
be
big honking ones on the roof.
Yeah, you got to get on the roof to get it back.
That's fair.
That's fine. That would definitely work.
Well, I guess it's really more
could get on
of
the
a
roof.
case of rerouting. Wait, they've got food prep and stuff in there, right?
They do have food prep. You could put it in the food prep area.
Oh, that's good.
If we had enough, we could put it in the food, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Well, yeah,
we probably would not eat convention food, so maybe not.
I think we're a few.
I mean, this
order of
would
magnitude
make
away
people
from
sick. Like putting aerosolized giant African land snails going to make people sick. Like,
I don't see your point.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Vampires, damn.
Yeah, it's going to kill all the vampires, but it'll make everyone else sick. I mean, a person with mechanics could rig up a small refrigeration unit that is battery powered long enough to last until you plan to retrieve it. It would still be kind of bulky, but you could fit that into a vent. But you would have to get that thing past the security now because there's security right now. And then retrieve it. So you could stash it in a bathroom vent, a vent accessible to a bathroom. But
could we just disguise ourselves, or a couple of us, as the guys repairing a Coke machine, or not repairing, but restocking the Coke machines?
Security is still going to check us.
Well, I mean, that's still just a cover check, so you just have to make.
Yeah, I mean, just wheel in a big lot of what sounds like metal cans.
Yeah,
actually, definitely do that. It's good.
Yeah. So Hung and Mace could do that. Let's see. Yeah. With Angelica sort of supervising the construction of the device. You could plant it on the vending machine. So you just have to reach behind the vending machine and hit a button or something, and it would pop out.
We'll key it to a soft drink that nobody ever gets.
Yeah.
There is no such thing. When the convention goes, all those things get drained down.
Yeah. So, that's also a good point. So,
but my point was just to get it in that way, and then go ahead and use the unit in a vent,
then just
in a bathroom.
Then just go to the bathroom. Just
right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And what do we need to do to avoid the surveillance cameras there? Would it be a surveillance check to make sure they are not observed, or would that be infiltration?
Surveillance would be more surveilling other people. Notice would be like figuring out blind spots to figure out safe places to do all this stuff. I would allow forgery to make a hollowed out unit, so you can like sneak past it, basically like a thing of cans around your actual device, so you can just pull it open.
So under surveillance, guide a team to follow. Use find undetectable vantage points.
Okay, yeah, you could use that too. So yeah,
anticipate blind spots in coverage, which we can do that for their stuff.
Yeah.
I think it is more infiltration.
Yeah, infiltration is obviously very applicable here. So yeah, if you could use electronic surveillance to also ECM the cameras briefly to let you.
Well, I mean, if we just make sure we're not caught on the cameras with anything weird looking, we're good. Where are you infiltration?
I think you're overcomplicating it.
That's probably true too.
So Hung and Mace are definitely going. Do either of the other two players want to go too?
Well, that's the thing.
It's not going to be the hardest cover check to be Coke vending machine guy.
Right. I mean, you're saying it would not be difficult to get in there as Coke vending machine guy?
No, because it's before the actual conference. They have security there, but it's not nearly as strict as it would be during the actual conference.
You go ahead and go. I'll stay out just in case.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. It is infiltration, evade visual security, whether guards or cameras. And I've got concealment also, so I can figure out how to hide it, unless someone's even better at concealment. So, I guess I'm going. So, what is a cover check?
Yeah, everyone who wants to go, give me a cover check. It's a D6 plus whatever points of cover you want to spend.
All right.
How many points of cover should we reasonably have invested in getting across the border? Like 4?
You're already in Canada. I would have made you make checks if that was
Going
Okay.
across the border from the U.S. to Canada is the easy part of that border. It's
Okay,
coming the
fair.
other direction that's hard.
Yep.
Trust me,
Understood.
it's hard.
All right.
All right.
So
cover
I'll
check.
spend
I'm going
2
to 'cause
cover.
this is my thing. 2 is a good spend. I'm also going to spend 2 cover.
I will also spend 2. I got a 4 total, so
Yep.
probably.
I'm in the
good
wrong
idea.
channel, aren't I? Yes, I
Yep.
am.
I was about to type in a result there just to mess with you, but no.
Nice.
Wow.
I wouldn't be able to tell because, man, I mark it.
I got a 4.
All right, 4.
And-
So 6 total.
Awesome. Sounds like everybody succeeded.
2 of us. Wasn't there a third?
He rolled already,
Okay.
Yeah.
right above.
And Angelica is staying back.
Yes,
Sounds like-
because I am bad at infiltration and concealing.
All right, fair enough. All right, so the 3 of you in there, you have your device concealed in the stacks of soda cans.
Mm-hmm.
And you scope out. There's the main sort of area, the entrance lobby, several Coke machines there, several bathrooms there. You could also wheel it up to some corridors near the speaking areas.
I think either near the speaking area or near the VIP for speakers area.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little less public there.
Yep.
Yeah, less public is good.
Less traffic. Yeah.
We want to be able to take them without being seen or
All right.
interrupted.
So you go to the VIP area. There is a guard in the area. He is not. He sort of looks at you and whatever.
Right. I mean, we're doing the machines near there and or popping into a bathroom that's out of.
Yeah.
his-
He's
Yeah.
clearly just daydream. I mean, he's clearly bored out of his head. So, yeah. As long as you don't do anything suspicious, or he would not.
Yeah. If the bathroom's in plain sight for the guy, that's not so great.
I will say he is walking around, so he is inside of it every once in a while. So you'll have to time this, like
Okay.
a stealth game for some reason.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this would be a group infiltration effort. All 3
Okay.
of you can work together as somebody is a spotter and somebody as the to lift the thing up, and another person to jog into the bathroom really quickly.
All right.
So all 3 of you can spend points, and it'll just be a 1d6 roll.
so I don't have any dots in infiltration, so I think I'm the spotter.
Yep, that
Okay.
means you're doing your best.
Do we have the earpieces,
Sure.
but subtle,
Yep.
Okay.
You're all very
all
yeah.
spy-y?
I think they're
Yep.
called earwigs.
No, that's an insect.
Hey-o.
It is an
Ooh.
instant.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
All right. So in my capacity as spotter, I'm going to spend 1 from Ross. Would you say sense trouble or surveillance to be more apt here?
I'd allow sense trouble. Yeah.
All right. I'll spend from sense trouble to add to this check.
Okay.
I'll spend 1 for
Good.
infiltration.
Okay.
Okay. So, and that's enough for me to take lead out, and I'll spend 3 just to make sure we do it.
Okay. So that's a total of like 5. So I don't think you can possibly fail.
Well, I thought the way you piggybacked was one person makes the main role, and everyone else that's got the skill spends 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I'm doing this as sort of a team effort. You're not really doing the traditional. Like,
Oh, okay. In that
piggyback
case,
thing.
I'll spend 2 if you spend 1.
Yeah. All right. Go and roll then.
Right channel.
Good luck, boys.
5
hey,
for me. So that's just with
Yep.
the plus 2.
Yep. That's enough. You managed to stick the machine into a vent in the bathroom. So it is
Without-
the men's bathroom. So you will have to go to a certain stall,
Yep.
and
Does the vent connect to the women's room just in case?
no.
That's disappointing. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You did not think to research that ahead of time. So
I will if I can from the vent while I'm doing that, check that to see what we'd have to do if we have to come in from somewhere else. Just a bit of a rough idea.
Punch a hole in the vent from the
Yep.
women's room. Yeah.
Yep.
So
It would not be silent,
it would not be silent. That is true. Or it would be very hot if you used like some sort of
which would be unfortunate.
which
Yeah.
would probably cause more problems than it would solve.
It would defeat the purpose.
It would defeat the purpose. So so one person can go in there and get all 4 sprays, and then you can distribute them. So I guess it's time for the conference at this point.
Conference time.
So
Were we going to bug his room or get the computer data off him? When he
so
landed?
it's before so he's not going to be the first speaker, so the conference starts before he gets there. So,
okay.
yeah.
I was imagining the conference being like a couple of days.
Yeah. It's definitely a couple of days.
Yeah, they're usually like 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm. So, this is an imaginary thing. It has nothing to do with anything in the real world. So
You mean vampires aren't real, Ross?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, they're totally real. It's billionaires that are fake.
Yeah, fake.
Oh.
Other way around.
Oh. So, you all stake out the hotel. You all have already set it up. So the day before he's supposed to speak. So it's a 3-day conference. He'll speak on the last day. He's the big finale for it. Before Nathaniel gets there. So the second day of the conference, you get there to the hotel. Nathaniel and his people come in. He has a whole entourage with him. They are quite busy. Or they seem quite busy and distracted, and but you see him go by in the lobby, and you wait, and you get he falls into your trap. He gets his laptop in, and it is connected. So unfortunately, though, he connects to a VPN, and
Damn, this guy's good.
Yep.
Cryptography.
Yep, that would be a cryptography check.
Spend.
Spend. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So I have a point.
Hung has a point as well.
Yeah.
All right. So both of you
may need it for. Go for it.
Well, no, both of you will need to spend.
Okay, so the 2 points will do it.
Yep, 2 points will do it.
All right, let's do that thing.
Yep.
All right, but fortunately, an exploit for this VPN, and you are able to utilize it in time in order to continue to intercept his data, and you manage to get some things from it. You realize he does have a lot of security on his computer, and you have to be very careful about how much data you extract. Otherwise, he would notice. So, what is the thing you are most looking for? His presentation, the wellness center, something else about PharmaCore, something else. I don't know. What do you want the most?
I want his presentation personally.
We'll have that in a couple of days. Actually, that might be in preliminary meeting stuff. Because it's a public presentation, right?
Yep. Well, the presentation will eventually be public, yes.
Okay, but that's after the fact.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to just record the thing during it, but we want to know beforehand.
It'll be public release. These dead talks are put on YouTube.
Yep.
So.
Oh, dead talks. Got it. Yep. Missed that one. Was listening to the acronym last time. Or
Yep.
I saw it earlier, forgot about it. Yeah. I'll try and forget about it again now.
Well played, Ross. Well played.
Yeah.
A plus punning. I approve.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's very serious.
All right, so we want to know what's in the talk. Do we want to know? I guess, does he have any meal plans in there?
I don't know. How would you define a
On his
real
maybe his calendar. It's
you want his calendar? That's the thing you want most?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
So you're saying just one thing? All right.
Well, that's one thing won't be safe to get.
Okay.
Then you can double down. You can. This is push your luck.
Yep.
You can, but if you push your luck too far, he'll be alerted.
That's someone watching, but not who.
Well, you don't know. Remember, they're already a bit alert because of the whole bombing thing. So it might be a little bad. It might be very bad.
I'm going to grab some water. One moment.
All right. So, what is the one thing you want the most from his computer that you know you can get safely without?
So it was
any
the presentation. It was
Mhm.
more about the tree location in Idaho,
Yeah, the wellness center. You could just
wellness center. And what was the last thing? Just about the company in general.
yeah. I mean, those are just topics you know that he's connected to.
Right. I mean,
you don't have a directory or anything. You're just sort of like, this is the thing you would search for immediately and like grab just right off the bat that you know would be the thing you need the most. Hold on, I think somebody's at my door.
okay. I mean, hold on is a relative term. Do you guys have any thoughts on it?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need any intel that specifically relates to his itinerary here, because we already have like where he's going to be. I don't think we need anything more specific. It sounds like whatever we could learn about the location of the tree sounds like that should be our
we could just
The wellness center.
goal. Yes.
yeah.
I would say wellness center and then double down and go for his speech.
Actually, if
All
we
right,
want the
impact.
speech, we could also just come to, hey, we're from the conference. We just wanted to make sure we had the right version of it. Could you just give it to us on a thumb drive? Thanks.
Well, the thing is, okay, just a basic tradecraft thing is that you were trying to stop these guys.
True.
So
Okay.
this conference, you don't know what their plan is though, so you don't know how to stop them. But you know, doing this conference, a speech publicly, giving this information publicly, will somehow advance their agenda. If you know what they want to tell the public, you would then could infer what their real agenda is.
We can get at the wellness center and the company later. Let's
forget
go
what
ahead.
I said. Get
All
the
right.
speech.
Yeah,
I'll,
I think Kayla was right.
I guess I'll.
Yeah.
Kyla.
I guess
Yeah.
a thing we could say against that is that there are other ways that we might be able to, like, learn about their plan, like, i.e., like talking to people who work for Distributee, like with covers or something. As I don't know how we could necessarily get more information on the wellness center that
You
way,
could go
because
to
it
the
seems
wellness
kind
center.
of.
I mean, we just go there.
Yeah. Also, time is a factor too. You would have a day before the speech to figure out what his real plans are, and then interrupt them.
We need the immediate information first, since we know that this is an objective they want. We want to know why and what we can do to either twist it, obscure it, break it, or prevent it.
Counteract it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you are getting the presentation.
Go for it.
All right, you get the presentation. It's a PowerPoint file, because of course it is.
Well, yeah.
Like many evil things. So
does he have speaker notes?
Necronomicon.ppt.
There are speaker notes. It is.
Thank goodness.
It is,
that's the important part.
Yeah, the whole thing's there. Now, do you disconnect knowing that he couldn't possibly detect you, or do you double down? And if so, what do you get?
Play it safe. Play it safe.
Well, how this skill would be digital intrusion?
Yeah, it would be digital intrusion, but you won't know what the target number you're going for.
Well, that's okay too. And how many digital intrusion does our computer guy have left?
I have 6 left.
Well, there we go.
Wow.
All right, so the MOS rules are you can succeed automatically on one roll, right?
Yeah,
there you go.
Sure can.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, I spend nothing. I'll roll.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Wow. Yep.
Yep. There we go.
But you said I guess MOS you can do after the fact, can't you?
Damn.
No, you have to say it ahead of time. So
He said
I think-
MOS, but I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think do the thing.
otherwise that would be a lot more powerful. I mean, it's still quite powerful. So all right, you succeed. I guess the second thing you'd want is Tree of Thirst information. So
That's what we discussed,
you get information about the Tree of Center. You get basically all the logistical footprint data. You would be able to figure out. You'll be able to track all of the trees with this information.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
Score.
yep. It'll take time, obviously, but you
Sure,
have
sure.
more than enough leads to find the overseas ones, and have a better scope of all of their overall plans and evil conspiracy. So that was your second hit at the well. Do you disconnect or go again?
I say disconnect.
I say disconnect.
Yeah, let's disconnect. Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say
disconnect.
he had 6 points left, but okay, we'll disconnect.
Well, you don't know how many more places you want to hack this game.
That's
So-
exactly right.
Yeah.
And through the guy you want to take with you to the casino.
Yep. So, sure.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
you're absolutely right.
That
Yeah.
roll, my God.
Yeah. So you look at the presentation. The presentation is about.
Oh, what? You don't have one ready? Sorry.
I was getting my notebook because I put it down because I was going to the door. So just calm down.
I meant an actual PowerPoint,
Oh no,
and I was
don't.
also still kidding.
I gave you the name generator, the tech company name generator, which
We're
is
just teasing you, Ross.
yeah. All right. So it's a new health treatment. His
Sure
speech
is.
is going to be about body hacking. He
Yeah.
talks about how plant and animal life are not so dissimilar with new advances in genetic engineering, CRISPR technology, and so on and so forth. It is possible to hybridize plant and human DNA to a limited extent to gain revolutionary health benefits. He talks about aspen tree injections that would increase empathy as you all unify with humanity. Also, there are grafting CBD DNA onto skin for enhanced repairing skin damage, skin tissue damage. He's talking about they've opened up a new wellness. They're like pleased to announce a new wellness center in Idaho that revolutionaries and visionaries are welcome to attend to gain the cutting edge in biomedical technology and to live now as you forever are. But
All right, so we call the local FDA office
They're
and have
trying
them
to
raid the
charm people.
bastards because they probably haven't filed the IDs and all the stuff they're supposed to.
I mean, that is an approach that would slow them down for sure. That would slow
it
them
really
down.
will.
Yeah, but it would also put a lot of focus on the area, and they could eventually reorganize elsewhere overseas with less oversight.
They're doing the Advent play. We've cured all human disease. Come to our gene clinics.
Yep.
Now, with what
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
guys
food.
know about them, this is not how you become a vampire.
Right.
So this is something else that they're doing. You know, you don't know why they would want to do this, but they're not trying to make more vampires. They're trying to do something else.
I mean, harvest blood, control people, spread their influence so that they don't have to worry about people like trying to kill them. I mean, you know, the usual vampire-y things.
Sure.
You got to hit that clinic.
Certainly. It looks like the Verdi group is focused primarily here, it seems like. They would undoubtedly
Verdi
have
group?
the Verdi group, that's the mercenaries they hired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Verdi, like the composer.
Yeah. Green
so-
guys.
Didn't get it all from the Wagner group. So you could go drive down to Idaho right now and get a jump on things. Or what do you want to do? Or you could try and interrupt a speech, or you can't give it.
So basically, the speech is intended to draw people to his wellness center.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want that. Can we take the stuff he's presenting there and come up with counterindications in the literature saying this is crazy talk?
Let's see.
And just
here.
have like a couple of obnoxious guys in the audience we feed stuff to. Because there's
Anybody
always
with-
activists.
Well, the problem with that is anybody with any points and bullshit detector would just know that he is targeting Silicon Valley tech executives who believe in things like raw water
Frank,
and
yeah. Drink
Yeah, it's like,
untreated
let's have some
sewage.
sewage. No.
yeah,
Ew.
yep.
Yeah, no. Okay,
There-
I see. He's going for a specifically vulnerable.
Oh, and
group.
dopamine fasting. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
also
What
not
the
a
hell
thing.
is
yeah.
that?
dopamine fasting is fasting on dopamine, because
In
that's
other
the
words,
thing you could do.
Get
Yeah.
off the internet for a couple of days so you don't get that instant reward thing for looking
Honestly,
at another
good
tweet.
advice for
I-
everybody.
No, it's
True,
not.
but
No, no, no,
there's-
no, 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 no. It's
But it's
not
more than
doing
that.
anything that could give you dopamine. That means like don't watch things. Don't
Don't
like
read.
don't
think.
read. Yeah, just
It's like what you get when you
sit
have a
in the
concussion.
dark.
Yeah.
What, like in a sensory tank?
Yeah, abstain from electronic devices, the
For, like,
internet,
days.
books, magazines, sex, masturbation, food, music, podcasts, and all other stimulants.
Trying to reset your threshold for stimulation so we can get back to being stimulated by reading a book instead of looking at a tweet.
Yep.
The internet break, good sense. Do that sometime. The rest of it, not so much.
Yep. So there is not a dumb thing that they won't try.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Oh no, I mean, this isn't even like there are other ones.
Oh,
like-
I fully believe we have not even scratched the surface on this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
To the matter at hand.
We need something
To the matter
that's
at
more
hand.
attractive to the tech bros.
Well, I don't know about more attractive, but I can think of a way to at least postpone the speech.
Well, we kill them.
No. Well, yes, but no.
okay.
As a last ditch option,
Mhm.
calling a bomb threat.
That would delay things. He
But, you
made
know,
yeah.
if he gets sick on stage, it's like, yeah, look at all that health claims, and he just falls apart due to slugs.
That'd be funny.
One thing you could,
Slugs.
if you gave him, if you sprayed him with slugs shortly, if you sprayed his lectern with a slug spray before he got on, he would get sick visibly on stage.
Oh, and the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pick it up and put it
I
on.
love it. Let's do it.
The presenters usually have a glass of water, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Or a bottle of water. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
bottle of
if you spike the
Yep.
area he's in,
there
that
we go,
would
guys.
that would end his credibility. So yeah, that's one way of doing it.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So you just have to, do that. Sure.
I mean,
and then
compared to blowing up a tree on the floor of the building and getting out alive, I mean, this is nothing.
Yeah. And
I
then
mean,
yeah.
I got up in their faces and almost died for it. This will be a piece of cake.
Sure. And then, of course, you can tell the FDA after it and send them the leak, the presentation that you have, and then after they're discredited, then they can be.
In fact, I recommend we upload it with a timer to be sent to.
In case none of you make it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Perfect.
fair.
A dead man switch.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we may want to do it anyway, but we can make the decision afterwards if we're alive, and if not, at least FDA will fuck them up.
Yeah, and if they
Pardon my
capture
French.
you, they can torture that information out of you, and that's something to hold back. That's leverage to,
Yay!
It's fine.
So only one of us should do that, so no
Yeah.
one else knows where it is or how to disable it.
All right.
Computer
So,
guy.
all of you get ready to go to the conference and for the big day. So you're all dressed up in your nice business clothes as rich VIPs, rich guests.
So, hey, do we have a Slack channel for all the people we've called into this whole thing, like the other people of the original, etc.?
Oh,
So
yeah.
So we will broadcast the info on how to profile the tree locations to our own people.
Yeah. Hey, Oliver,
Okay, oh,
I came
yeah,
with my horrible death. Here's how you.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
fair.
To be released on our horrible deaths. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. So
Enough.
all right, so you everybody needs to give me a cover check though to make it through security.
Okay, we have badges, correct?
Yeah, you have badges, but they're all under fake IDs, and you're all rich guests. You're all like, they did do an income check to see if you're,
Able to personally attend his talk.
well, to get special VIP bonuses and shit. So like free water bottles and branded merchandise. So this is not a very hard check, but everybody will have to make one.
Okay.
Okay. I have a thing with 4, so I'll use that.
Okay. Are you spending all 4 points then?
Yes.
Okay.
I have lots of cover, so I'm going to spend 2 again. I have so much cover.
All right.
I'll
I
spend 3.
I also spend 3.
There we go. 7 sounds good.
8.
Yep.
5.
The low band is 5.
6.
Yeah, with that, you all make it. You are all clearly you passed the check, so you're brought into a different area. There's a guest lounge for VIP guests. There's the little table with branded little swag for tchotchkes, all the different tech companies that are sponsoring the Dead Talks.
Mhm.
You can get your water bottle, your hydro flasks, and your executive stress balls and t-shirts and other things.
I want a stress ball.
Yeah, of course.
One of us should, go to the bathroom.
Let's see here. Blood Brain. It's a blood brain.
What?
Yeah, that's the name of the company. That's doing
God.
it.
Are you using your company generator again?
Maybe. Oh, Pharma Angel. Pharma Angel.
There you go. What
Oh my
what is
God.
Pharma Angel offering us in swag?
Let's see here. That's a good question. Let's look it up. Worst swag.
Honestly, the good name
worst
for a company
swag.
here is Braintree.
Yeah.
It's an animated tree with eyes.
Brain tree.
Let's see here.
Someone had that as a superhero in college. I kid you not, for a Champions game.
Let's see here. It is bad headphones, really cheap looking headphones.
Oh, so like Cyberbed.
Yeah, basically. But look at that. Look at that company.
Aw.
Dice rolling, but
It looks like a leaf with wings.
Yep, it's
Or
you
a
can see like an
tongue.
angel. Yeah, it's
I
got
like
wings.
it.
Yeah.
Or bad hair with wings. I don't know.
I hope you realize we're going to be abusing the hell out of this generator.
Oh no,
after this game.
I am so gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty great. So you get in the bathroom. Actually, you will need to make a sense trouble check.
Well,
So
would
going
it
in the
be
bathroom.
infiltration to avoid the need for sense trouble? Or?
Yeah, infiltration.
I will get our stuff then.
Yeah.
All right, you
I
go.
will-
I would allow either one, but basically, there's a lot of people using the bathroom, and there are windows of opportunity to retrieve them, but to do without anyone noticing you will have.
I mean,
to,
you go during one of the talks where that's well attended.
Yeah, but there's still people, and nobody goes to all the talks. Like there's multiple talks.
I know, but trust me, the bathrooms are full right between talks. And
Yeah, but you're also
relatively
reaching
empty.
into a vent. You kind of have to like stand on
Fair.
one of them. Yeah.
All right, so infiltration, I'll spend sure 3 points. Let's make sure this happens. That's why I have so many points in it. And that's a 4. It's a good thing I did that.
Hey.
Yeah, 4 is enough. This is not like you still managed to retrieve them in the bathroom.
Okay,
And
I will
yeah.
slide them to my coworkers.
Yeah. And you managed to palm them off to everybody, so you all have the goo, the snail spray.
Do we know what we need to do to apply to the lectern and so forth? And can we time it for shortly before his talk? Is there a break at the right time, etc.?
Let's see. You do have the schedule of the thing. It's a pretty tight schedule for speakers. There's a lot of people there, but you do notice that his speech is going to be an hour and a half long, while the average speech is 60 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
It's the keynote or the big speech of the day.
Yep.
And there's a half an hour before this between the people, the person who has the hall before him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a longer break. So when the break begins, and so like you have to make some kind of tradecraft spin if somebody has a point of tradecraft.
I'm out. I already spent mine.
Okay, does anybody else have tradecraft?
I mean,
I will
everybody
make
has
a tradecraft
tradecraft. You start with
spend.
one.
Okay, so one of you spends it.
Yep.
Spend. Done.
I mean, the other thing you do is you schmooze with the last lecturer, or keep them kind of pinned there for a little bit longer into the break, and while you're there, you muck around with it.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, though,
yeah.
can we get a video of how this guy talks? Does he touch the lector? Do we know what his habits are when he talks?
Well, this is part of your tradecraft spend. Actually, yeah, he does do that. He is sort of an animated speaker and is very prone to he will probably have his own wireless mic. He probably won't use the mic there.
Fair.
You know,
But he does
the
touch
little
electric.
headset thing that makes him look more intelligent, you know.
Mhm.
The thing is also the other part of tradecraftman is that his own people are going to come in and reset the place, so they may sterilize it. He is known to be a bit of a neat freak, hypochondriac. So you're going to have a tighter window that you need to get access to the hall after his people have been in there, but before he speaks, because they kind of clear the hall out a little bit.
Okay.
There is a like a 5-minute period between when his people end and guests start filing in there that nobody's in there. So the problem is, how do you get in there?
Well, here's another question. Does he, I don't know, does he do a weird Silicon Valley guy thing where he takes off his shoes and walks around barefoot while he's talking?
No.
Damn, I wanted to poison the carpet.
He's
I'm
not
just saying.
that weird.
Yeah.
I was just hoping to poison the carpet. I don't know why. It seemed
Man,
like a
when
good
the
idea.
vampire is acting somewhat normal, you know your universe is screwed up.
Because he wears shoes. Wow. All right.
Well, you know, you never know. Okay. So how do we get in there between the two? Well, I mean, the people that do the what's it called? They're recording the transcribe the talks that are webcasting. It will be in there, making sure everything's online and ready. So if one of us gives a tech schmooze to one of them, we kind of wander in there with them. It's like, oh, can I say the setup looks really nice, and you know, just etc.
What if I extend our 5-minute window a little bit by maybe I approach fucking what's his name? I approach our guy, you know, undercover. My cover is as like a freelance recruiter / headhunter. I approach this guy. I'd be really, really pushy about, no, I just want just a moment of your time, sir. I just like to talk to you about, and then he, you know, he tries to rebuff me, and I can maybe buy us another minute or so.
I don't know that we want to call it. I mean, 5 minutes should be plenty of time to
he's never
smear a
seen me.
thing.
It's totally safe.
True. But I mean, do we need more time, or we just need to smear the console?
5 minutes is more than enough to do it for one person. Like, it's a stage and you have an aerosol spray can. You just it's done. Yep. The main thing is not being seen while doing it. So so you did spin up all your tradecraft. You do know about that one weakness. Does anybody else have tradecraft?
Sure.
I do.
Oh.
All right, so you spend your second point of tradecraft. There are a couple different ways.
Was that me or?
I will say it's hung.
Okay.
All right.
And so there's sort of a couple of different ways of doing that. One, you could have already have had a gadget that can do a time delay mechanism. If you have eyes on it, you can push a button and then it just sprays the area. So you just slap a device in.
Oh, there we go.
And then do that, or like something that kind of like basically goes off. So that's the technical route. The social engineering route is to all these people are sort of subcontractors and they're all moving very fast. You could come in as one of the subcontractors, one of the tech people, pretend to be them. All you have to do is be dressed entirely in black,
right?
And fidget with something, and people will ignore you. But especially if you want the rest of your party sort of incapacitates one, and so one person incapacitates a tech person. Somebody else comes in as that tech person, does the thing, and then comes back out, and then you all get the fuck out. That's obviously going a little hotter because you're silently taking someone down and stuffing them in a closet.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to get out. We might want to see the talk to see how badly it goes.
It will be live streamed. Actually, this talk is big enough that it's going to be live streamed because it's tech publications are covering it. Oh, what is Nathaniel Cinca's Dead Talk going to be about? His publicity team have hinted it's going to be revolutionary, but what? We're all a buzz. Hashtag Dead Talks. Yeah.
I like the idea of the infiltration, but that's just me.
The tech thing, you can just somebody with mechanics could make a roll.
Infiltration. I that's my MOS. I can do this thing.
So, but somebody would need to make the device to put down. So, what do you want to do?
All right. I mean, I can blow my mechanics on the thing. I got a whole 3 points. Does that sound reasonable to people, or is someone really skilled at mechanics?
That sounds
I have like
reasonable.
10 points in mechanics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Would you like to
holy
spend more
cow.
than 3?
Yeah, I'll spend 4.
Okay.
Okay, so it's actually not a So basically, you infiltrated the device in earlier through the
Right.
same route. It wasn't actually a spray can. It was basically like a miniaturized
Aerosol.
air,
dispersal
yeah,
unit.
well, air humidifier kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, except it's a snail spray.
All right, so I get
disperser.
a 6. on
Don't think about it
mechanics.
too hard, Ross.
Yeah.
An air snail fire.
Yeah, this is how you kill vampires in the future. Just HVAC.
Load
HVAC tech versus
snail.
Dracula. All right.
HVAC snail.
Yeah.
Yep. Them furnace guys will do you in.
Yep. So, you
Okay, so we've got the gadget. I use MOS to automatically succeed at placing it where it needs to be.
oh yeah, you have your MOS. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, the rest of you do watch the window, and you know exactly when to go in, and you pop it in there.
Hand signals.
Yep. And yeah, with MOS, yeah. It was going to be a really hard roll, but yeah, you.
I figured it was.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what MOS is for.
yeah,
That's exactly it.
good call.
Because they're freaking vampires. We don't have a lot of chances to get it right.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
like last time with the you have to get in their faces. Oh look, MOS to get in their faces.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So you think you've done it? It's out there silently releasing snail ooze into the air around the speaker podium and that kind of thing. And so what are you going to do? Are you going to GTFO or are you going to watch to see what happens?
I mean,
I want to watch. 'Cause
I kind of do.
Okay.
Stick around for confirmation.
The other thing that we can do is insert rumors when he starts going down as to why this is happening.
Yeah.
And down talk his stuff. Do the whole rumor mill thing on him.
Prime
Okay.
the crowd, yeah.
Okay. So
And let Room Int take care of the rest.
yeah. So yeah, everyone. You go into the main hall and let's see here. Where is that? There it is.
Is it standing room only?
Not quite. They would not let it in there for fire code safety, but
Oh, yeah.
Could I make it even more effective if I burn a point of architecture?
not really. No,
Okay,
architecture really wouldn't help
Just
with that.
trying to, rub up against.
You could've
Architecture
used,
wouldn't help with
architecture-
that. Ross Payton 2019.
You could have used architecture to make it. Yeah, you could have used it in other ways, but
That's fine.
yeah. If you put it into the air filtration system, so the entire building was reeking snail ooze, but that would have
I mean, that would take more snails, I think.
it would have taken a lot more snails. It would be logical. So yeah, he starts speaking. You already know the speech, so it's not a surprise to you. But about 5 minutes in, he starts. You notice his skin starts breaking out like a first-degree burn, and he sort of staggers a bit. And this is like in about 10 seconds. It goes from is something wrong? Is there a blemish? To ooh, that looks bad. Ooh, and he sort of grips the podium very hard, and then just kind of rips a chunk out of it, and then just. Lock the doors.
Fuck.
And the guards do that. Cut
dear.
the live stream.
Oh, boy.
You all see nothing. You
Preparedness, we cut the live stream back in.
Prepare. Okay. Make a preparedness check.
I
I've
get up my
got the
phone.
flashback ability with the whole 8 points, so
Yep. You do have that
I'll
flashback.
spend
ability.
4.
Yep. Give me that
We have
roll.
this prepared.
Mhm.
I was just going to get on my phone and start streaming to Twitter.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, we don't want it traceable to us. It's their live
Who
feed.
says
They
it's
think
traceable to
it's
us?
down.
I have cover identities.
That's true. But anyway, they think it's down, but it's still going.
Yeah.
How's it 8?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
damn!
very good. So it does. So they don't realize it, but yeah. So, but all of you need to make stability checks.
Oh
Oh, boy.
goody!
Oh boy.
He's trying to put the whammy on us.
He is.
We're gonna get whammed.
He
We
they upgraded
we
their
had this
pheromone abilities.
before. Oh yeah.
Yep, that's how he was able to get away with. They were able to get away with murder in broad daylight.
And we knew this.
He did know
So,
this. Yep.
Again, preparedness.
Yep. Okay. Well, what's
Nasal
your
filters for everyone.
just need, well, you don't know. Well, you could make your preparedness check. I'll give you
All right, I'm gonna spend another 4 because why not?
sure.
All right, I spent 2.
5.
I get an 8.
Everyone gets a +1 on their checks, but it doesn't. It's not just through the nose. It's skin to contact. So
Well, still.
it gives you some. Yeah, it gives you benefit.
I got a 4 in my stability.
I'm gonna-
Everyone's increased by 1 because they do have nasal filters.
Yep.
Thanks
And
to-
I'm gonna spend 1 stability.
I'm
Yep.
gonna spend 3 because I don't want to fail this.
Oh, that's a 3.
You don't know where you are. You don't remember anything. You don't. You're
I
very
have this flashback to a Red Markets game where I can't roll dice.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. So Henry looks very confused, but the rest of you made it with your checks. So yeah, he is someone here. We're gonna check all of you, you fuckers. One of you, you're the ones trying to stop us. You can't stop the future. We're all gonna fucking rule. We're gonna rule. Everything on the planet's gonna be ours because of you. You don't deserve it. You're all. Yeah, he's just ranting and raving. So bring him up. I'll. So the first. So
He's
person.
gone insane from the treatments.
Are you yelling that out?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Everyone else looks at you like they're basically, in a state of daze. Not many other people have made their checks. Maybe 1 out of 6. But yeah, he is just says, you must be one of them. Get him.
Who, me? I'm just
yeah.
a recruiter.
Well,
They're gonna come apprehend me. It's okay.
yep, they're definitely coming to apprehend you.
I act surprised.
Okay.
We need to get out of here.
Yep.
They
Oh,
don't know,
where?
like, it's fine.
Where? What?
Who are you with? So he's dragging. The guards are dragging you, Mace, onto the stage.
My name is David Levesque. I'm a freelancer.
And
Levesque recruiting and headhunting.
his skin is blistering. Like again, he's been suffered a severe chemical attack. And the two humans or the two people guards don't seem to be affected by the snail ooze. They're probably human.
Redfields.
Probably, but they don't seem to be bothered by the mind control either. But maybe they're already
someone
mind
help.
Nobody else seems to be eager to help you, except for our other player characters.
Guys, don't worry, it's fine. It's just for the live stream, putting on a show.
Is
Okay.
there a? I hate to ask. Is there like a fire alarm in here or something?
Of course, there is. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I guess there would be one in a big public hall like this. It's in the very back, though. You have to get out of your seat. They'd see you. There's only the two guards and the vampire on the stage. So they would see you get up and pull it. So,
True.
or of course, you can make an infiltration check to sort of belly, get on your hands and knees and crawl without them noticing you.
Oh, or athletics to just book it.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Angelica?
Do you guys think I should pull it?
So I have a question. I'm out of it for at least this round because mind control.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've lost your short-term memory. Like you don't
Alright.
know what the fuck's going on.
We were doing a thing.
Yeah, you were doing a thing. Yep, that's very good role play. So Hung, what are you gonna do? Mace is being dragged up on stage.
Maybe going for lunch. I'm kind of hungry.
So are you pulling the fire alarm?
Do you want me to?
So you two are whispering this to each other. Do you want me to? Yeah.
Over comms.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Mace, you hear this too. Yeah.
I surreptitiously take my earbud and conceal it on my person.
Well, they don't seem to notice it. Like you didn't have time to really grab it to pull it off. So, but the guards. I mean, it is a darkened area. I mean, you're being pulled up on stage, but they're kind of not like searching you. They're just kind of, at least yet, they're just dragging you. There's 2 guards, 1 on each arm, just hauling you up there. So,
Hey, I just had an idea. Do
Okay.
you still have Do you still have some of the spray on you?
I mean, there should be 3 of us with it still on us.
I do, and I also have a little ability thing. It says I can hide a small item on person that can't be found with an X-ray or a strip search.
Okay.
So you're good at the concealment.
Yeah.
Do you have filch?
I do have filch.
You can reverse filch and give it to him special.
That'd be funny.
Snail spray to apply directly to the forehead.
Yeah, put pocket him.
Reverse pickpocket. I could do that. I could also just, I mean, their attention is on me right now. They don't know that I'm with you guys. They've never seen me before.
Okay, so just tell me what so this has basically been one round. The guards grabbed you, started dragging you up. We'll say you about like almost on the stage, not quite. The Angelica and Hung are communicating with each other, and Henry is deeply confused. So it's a new round. I'll just go, Angelica, what are you gonna do?
What's the name of that restaurant?
Okay, I'm going to go infiltration. Infiltration. I'm going to try to sneak my way to the fire alarm.
Give me your roll. How many are you spending?
2. My whole entire score.
Nice.
Seven.
Ooh, good choice.
You're very sneaky. Nope, it'll take you we'll say 1d3 rounds to get there. So let's 1d3 plus 1 rounds to get there. Because you are crawling. So it'll take you a total of 3 rounds, including this round. So 2 more rounds after this.
Okay.
So the Hung, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I have very few like combat skills, or I don't know.
You could try and help Henry recover his mind.
Yeah, medic would be lovely. Or shrink.
Smack him.
Yeah, do you have
Also that.
What do I have?
Let's see. Actually, you do have weapons at 9.
So that's a combat skill.
Well, weapons would be used for. You could use weapons or shooting for the spray. Actually, weapons would be mixed since it's a close combat weapon, because it's basically pepper spray but snails. So you could just charge the vampire and like
Spray him.
mace him. Yeah, spray him.
Which would break his concentration on the pheromone spray.
Probably. Let's see here. You have 2 points in explosive devices.
But I have no way to have an explosive device, so
Yeah.
You have no preparedness?
Nope, he does not. Preparedness. Not many of the pre-gens have that.
I know. I noticed that. That's why.
Actually, no, you do. You have Swiss Army prep. You can spend mechanic preparedness points for preparedness chest because you have mechanics pretty high.
That's cool. That's like
so yeah, you could MacGyver something.
Yeah.
Are his armed security thugs carrying anything interesting like grenades, tear gas, or?
I mean, with a cell phone, you could make any kind of like devices with a battery. You could definitely make an improvised weapon with that, improvised flashbang or something. So you have options. Yeah.
all right. I guess I'll get up in their face and spray them with the stuff. Then it seems like.
Well, you think the guards aren't affected by the vampire your spray, so you could make a mechanics check to make a weapon to have have a cell phone stun gun, and get that ready this round.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, give me a mechanics check. How much are you spending?
I'll do. All right, I got a 4.
Okay, you have one. It'll work. So let's see here. Mace, you're dragged up entirely on stage. And new round. Angelica, you're on your second round. Next round, you'll get to it. And then, yeah.
What can I do to ensure that the attention of the guards and the vampire is entirely focused on me?
I mean, it would be a 0 point spend any of your interpersonal abilities like intimidation or reassurance.
Okay.
If you spent though, you would gain additional benefits. So, like you could basically distract them enough to giving your pals an advantage to attack.
Okay, I want to make a 1 point spend for reassurance and get all of his attention on me, focused on me. I'm putting on a really good show. I am the confused and scared and rambling freelance recruiter from West Van.
Okay. So you do that, and so everyone else will have a +2 to attack the guards or the vampire.
No, please, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then give me a stability check. Vampire puts his hands on your head.
Oh,
Yep.
that's not good.
Nope. It's
That's not
not.
good.
He looks right into your eyes.
Why do you think I was going for the fire alarm?
Well, you're going slow because you're infiltrating.
True. Trying not to get caught.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a bunch on this. I'm going to spend
Yeah.
3 on this. Maybe I'll spend more than 3. Maybe should I spend more than 3, Kylo? What do you
I
think?
don't know. That's
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh,
How
God,
high is your
yes.
stability?
I have. If I'm reading this right, I have 10 stability.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, spend 3 or 4. Sure,
Yeah.
why
Okay.
not?
4 sounds good. I'm spending 4.
Yeah. Well,
I got a 9.
yeah. Iron will. You can't be broken.
Iron Will.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, oh.
So it's not a pleasant experience though, because it's vertigo, in very intense sense of disassociation. You are not yourself. You are not in your own body. Your skin is melting a little bit when it comes to contact with a vampire, but you were, yeah.
You know,
I
use
hear
that,
someone scream, and then I realize it's me.
Yeah, exactly.
and then try and recruit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
really
so in
want
character,
to
I forget
say
that I'm a spy.
you really want to tell him everything you know about vampires, but you don't.
I instead tell him everything I know about my fictional recruiting business.
Yeah, you're so invested in your cover story because that's as a con man you would do that, and so like you that con. Maybe you'll have some tough time convincing yourself you're not actually that guy, but that's a future problem. That's
okay. We
that's a
need a
problem for
recruiter
future
for more
me.
agents,
Yeah.
obviously.
Hung. You can give me. Well, who do you want to attack? You're in the front row basically, so you can jump up and stun one of the guards, or you could spray the vampire with the snail spray. What do you want to do?
Get that motherfucker.
Can you not hear us again?
Yeah, No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the vampire.
Okay. I heard you typing. I was like, oh god, no. You're going for the vampire. All right. Give me a weapons check.
All right, I spend 3.
Mhm.
All right, 9.
Yeah. Yeah. You get it in his mouth and his eyes. So,
His bad day is happening.
his bad day is very much happening. He lets go of Mace. Henry, you give me a new stability check.
All right. Since I'm befuddled, I'm not going to spend any because that wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, you can hear your friends screaming. Okay.
2.
All right. I didn't prohibit that,
fine.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you didn't make it. So you're still.
Let's just get those bad rolls out of the way now.
Yeah, sure. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Maybe
And
a fish place.
the guards were very, very focused on the interrogation, so they didn't see, so they're not acting this round. New round. Angelica, you're at the fire alarm. I assume you pull it.
Yeah.
All right. And the
See if it snaps the crowd out of their stupor.
yeah, I would assume it does. It slowly, not immediately. It's not going to help you this round, except.
Do I get another roll, maybe?
Sure. I'll give you one more roll.
I'll spend 2 this time. 'cause-
Okay.
That's exactly
Oh
what I was
my
thinking.
god, it's another 3.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
not.
God.
Yeah, you're just having a bad day.
This
You just-
random number generator has
Yeah.
a name check.
It does. Apparently, it does.
Yeah.
Mace, you can give me a weapons check or something to try
Maybe
and
barbecue for lunch?
hand to hand. Well, yeah, you don't have any points in hand to hand or weapons, but you can sure try to break out of their hold. or you could wait for them to act and then make an athletics check to run away. Or you could just wait. Yeah, because if they want to attack Hung, they'll have to let go of you.
And then you can escape.
Oh no! Can
Oh no,
Mace
we'll
not
come
here?
back.
They got him.
Sorry
Oh,
about
no.
that. What was the prompt?
Well, its combat has started.
Ah.
The vampire got sprayed real good with the snail goo. So the two guards are still holding on to you as of this instant. So are you going to wait for them to act, or are you going to act now?
I'm going to cower. I'm going to stay in character.
Okay. So both guards let go. Actually, one of the guards lets go of you, and charges Hung. Hung, are you going to attack with your stun gun?
I'm not going to attack this guard. I'm just going to let him. I'm just going to attempt to get out of his way.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the other guard who's still holding mace.
Okay, give me. Well, I guess I'll roll for the guard then. He is going to spend 2 on a hand-to-hand to grapple you.
Oh,
All right.
could go badly.
Yep, he grapples you. You try and get past him, but he just tackles you to the ground. So, yep, they are armed, trained dudes, or trained. So can't really parkour around.
This is
him.
when you would want to shock him.
Well, that was your action this round because you're like, oh, I'll attack the other guy. So, that didn't work. So Mace, you're still being held by one guy.
Okay, does this guy have a gun?
Sure, he does.
Okay, can I get his gun?
Infiltration.
Well, or filch.
Filch, yeah, sorry,
Filch. I can do
Yep.
Filch. I won't spend Filch.
Yep.
I'm gonna Filch his gun. He's good. I'm gonna spend. I want this gun, so I'm gonna spend 3.
Yeah, probably.
7.
You do that. You
Yes.
you what are you gonna do with it?
Shoot him with it. Shoot him in the leg.
Okay. Give me a shooting check.
Nine to the leg.
Yep. The gun certainly
Wham,
wakes the
wham.
audience up too. There's a stampede. Angelica, if you want to get to the front of the stage, you're gonna have to make an athletics check to
Hey,
wade
guess
through
what
the crowd.
my MOS is?
Henry, you just wake up. There's a
Oh,
crowd.
hey, that's right, vampires.
Yep. Sure.
Oh yeah, the vampires.
All right, new
vampires are
round.
very cool.
Angelica,
God, I
what
hate
do you
that
do?
stuff.
Are you going to run to the front?
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
going to invoke my MOS and run straight to the front because
Oh,
my
yeah.
MOS is athletics.
You do that. It is quite cool looking as you parkour over their heads, leaping from seat to seat, essentially.
I'm running along the tops of the seats.
Yep, it's very cool. So you get to the front of the stage. That's about all you can do this round, though. The vampire runs off stage. He is burning up pretty badly, but he is not dead. So he
Oh,
is.
dear.
Yep.
He's to be more dead.
He does
Let's
need
see,
to be
so
more.
I used my vial on the podium, and
Yep.
now Huang has used his. So the other 2 of you are the ones with that.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And I know who's the fastest runner.
So what are you going to do, Henry?
Well, it looks like he's got my hacker on the ground, which is not where hackers are supposed to be.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna go fix that. I've got hand to hand, so I will dash over there and remove the guard.
Sure.
Optimistically.
One would hope.
So hand to hand roll.
Yeah.
I will spend 3 because dice.
Sure.
4. Good thing I did.
Yeah, you actually succeed this time.
God.
And you knock him off the Hung. Hung,
Yep.
what are you going to do? One guard
Um,
just bleeding on the stage now because, gunshot. Mace is there with the gun.
All right.
He's getting up. The vampire
So-
just went off stage. You see which door he went through.
Oh, fucking chase.
All right. I guess we'll chase him.
Okay, athletics.
That's true. If you shock him, he won't have time to get the stuff clear. If that works.
All right. I spend 2,
Okay.
and I get a 5.
All right, you run pretty fast. You're catching up. Let's see here. Mace, what are you gonna do?
I'm also going to join the vampire chase.
Okay. You do that. Give me an athletics check.
Spending 3's worked out for me so far.
Sure has.
5. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're neck and neck with a hung. You're going through the winding tunnels and corridors. Well, not tunnels, but corridors of the behind the scenes at the conference center. Labyrinthine as they are, there's a bunch of swinging doors and people with gasping, holding clipboards and wearing headsets that are being pushed and shoved aside, and craft service tables being knocked over. But yeah, so it's pretty easy to follow the Nathaniel.
Yeah.
So new round, Angelica. Let's see here. Henry is wrestling with the guard, and then the other two ran through to chase the vampire.
Shit. Well, I'm not going to leave Henry here alone. I'm going to help
Well-
with the guard.
Did the guard that went down, that got shot, did he go down?
Yeah, he's not suicidal. Like, he got
Okay.
shot in the knee. Like, his knee is gone. Like, you know.
Okay, yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. No, he is
Maybe
not.
grab his radio though.
That'll take a round to. But also, you can't do that because the other
I
guard
was
is still. Yeah.
suggesting.
All right. Well, Angelica, you could do that this round.
Shit. Do I want to chase him down or do I want to? Shit. Fine. I'll
Well,
help
you've got
Henry
snail
with the
juice,
guard.
so.
Oh, that's right. I do have snail juice.
It's
Shit,
cool.
I'll take off
I
after
have
him.
snail juice too. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
I'll
You're-
help Henry with the guard.
Okay. Give me unarmed or weapons or what? What are you hurting the guard with?
Hand to
Attack.
hand.
All right. Hand to hand. Give me hand to
I have a
hand.
folding chair. Go WWE on him.
I love it. I will
but-
spend 3.
By the way, can I cut our webcast feed now that the vampire's out of the room? Before, anyone sees us do the assault thing.
Okay, so you basically break the grapple. Well, I assume you're trying to pull the guard off him, or are you just trying to hurt the guard?
I'm trying to pull the guard off him.
All right, so you pull the guard off of him with that. So the guard has been pulled off. He is going to just attack you. He's just going to kick you in the stomach. Let's see, and he is spending 1. And he got
Ouch.
a 7. So that is. Well, it's 1 point of damage to you. You can't go below 1. It is a weak kick. So yeah. What else? Let's see here. Sorry, Henry. What are you gonna do?
All right. So one, I want to cut the feed if the vampire's out of the room,
Okay.
preferably before any of our faces.
You don't have a remote way of doing that. You can do it, but you have to go over to the computer station.
All right. Well, the guard's more of an issue. Then I will just try and keep my face off the cameras and Filch's gun.
Okay, that's gonna be a lot harder because he's not holding you right now.
I'll spend all 3 Filch and see what happens.
Well,
What
yeah.
could go wrong?
He wasted
You have
action.
a list, actually. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Four.
That is not good enough. He
Oh,
is.
well.
Yep. You tried. You just rolling ones all of a sudden again. It's great.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like you used up all your good
Yeah. Well,
rolls
it's
earlier.
2 versus you versus the guard. So the guard is. Well, meanwhile, the chase. Both are runners. Chasers. Give me athletics checks.
Run.
That's a
Basically.
good reality TV show. Chase that vampire.
All right, 2 more.
All right.
I got a 4. Good thing I spent 3.
All right, both of you inside of him. Let's see. I think Hung, you're the one who rolled the 6, so you are closer. Let's see here. You can see up ahead. There are 2 guards that Nathaniel's running to for safety, obviously. So, let's see here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to use my parkour once per foot chase thing. I'm going to we're chasing him, I like shoulder check through the door and then like pull out my wallet and just like flash the wallet cover to the bystanders and yell, "Federal agent!"
Nice.
Nice. Do you have intimidation or reassurance?
I do. Yes.
Okay. With intimidation, you can just convince them that they're going to back off. And Nathaniel does not look recognizable as himself right now because he's
Melting.
melting. Yeah, a little case of face meltitis.
Oh, my beautiful wickedness. Sorry.
So the guards do not intercede. They step out of the way. Good job.
Nice.
So one more check from both of you. We'll get to that next round, and you should be able to catch up to him. So meanwhile, back on the stage, the guard is going to take out his gun and tells both of you to get down on the ground with your hands in the hands on your head. Both of you are close enough though that either one of you could try a hand-to-hand check to grab him, disarm him. But if you fail, you will be shot.
I've been shot before. I'll spend all my hand-to-hand.
I've been shot before.
That's one point,
Yeah.
Because I can't possibly roll like a fifth one.
Don't jinx the dice gods.
I mean,
I rolled a 2.
I told you not to jinx the dice gods.
That's not one.
So you reach forward, you try and grab the gun, and you get shot.
Well, I mean, really? Because is he a named individual?
But you're just winged by the bullet for only 3 damage.
Do I get the gun also?
No, you failed. Like he has the gun.
3 should hit.
Yeah, the 3. It's not pointed at you. The 3 winged you. Like it
No, my 3 should hit because he's like a minion. Unless he is.
He has training. His hit threshold is a 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
they're trained. So
I forgot for a moment. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nope. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Angelica, what are you gonna do?
Well, seeing that he just got shot, I'm gonna hit him with a chair. I'm not going down without a fight because he just tried to shoot my buddy.
Yeah.
I'm invoking the hand-to-hand cherry to refresh 3 points.
Okay. Please give us a cool description of you throwing that chair.
I'm gonna pick it up from where I dropped it when he told us to get our hands in the air. I see him shoot my buddy. Mm-hmm. I slam it shut in one smooth motion and then broadside across his head with it.
All right. Those are weapons, but yeah, go for it.
Alrighty. I'm going to use... You know what? I'm going to throw 4 in there because I want this to succeed.
Well,
I did.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, he's knocked down. So, meanwhile, back at the chase, both of you give me one more athletics checks, and if you succeed, you will be able to, get within spraying range.
All right.
Grappling range. Yeah. Or something.
All right, it's been 2. I get a 4.
He's leading us on a merry chase through the backstage area.
I mean, it's winding out to the side of the building, but yeah, it's been a very circuitous chase. Like I said, lots of tables and people knocked over.
All right. Could I invoke parkour for a 3-point athletics refresh?
If you give us a cool description of you parkouring through the building.
Cool description. Okay.
Corner using a fire hose.
What?
You grab a fire hose to get around that corner to just
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you got to snap back.
That's good. Yeah. He ducks around a corner and then I punch the glass in one of those fire hose containers and grab the hose to arrest my momentum and swing around.
Yep.
Oh yeah. There you go. All right, you get those points back. Are you
Cool.
immediately spending them?
I'm immediately spending them. Yes.
All right, give me a roll.
4 or 5.
Awesome. So with a 5, you've caught up. Hung, you can also give me that check.
I got a 4.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. So both of you do succeed. What are you gonna do?
Spray and pray.
All right, give me a weapons check to successfully spray him.
Oh shit, guys, I don't have any Johnson weapons.
Yep.
Just pray to the dice gods.
Yeah, you can do that.
Here we go.
I mean, it's a spray can.
4.
It works. You hit him. So he goes down on the ground convulsing. He is melting. Both of you give me stability checks because God, this is grotesque.
I make sure to get in his eyes.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you do that.
All right, I get a 4.
4 again. It's
Nice.
3 4s in a row. Random my ass.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, rolling
Name
3 4s
check.
in a row, that's impossible. That's not how any of that works, clearly. So, yeah, there's a dead vampire. Y'all need to book the fuck out, I would
Yep.
imagine.
I assume you announced this over comms.
Yeah.
Grab his wallet.
Dracula's down.
Get his
All right.
wallet.
Execute
Get his
operation.
wallet
Get
trade
the
crap.
fuck
And
out
his
of here.
phone.
I already have his wallet. I filch.
Okay. Yeah, you get his wallet and phone.
Killed the phone's power, though.
What is your escape plan? Obviously, you had one.
We leave.
You leave? Okay.
Yeah, we just go
The
backstage and
riverside?
leave.
Okay.
The riverfront? I could use nick of time to have an inflatable boat over there.
There you go. I like that. So with a boat, you're able to get away because, you were seen on the live stream by, well, it'll be millions of people because,
Hey, I wasn't. I was in disguise.
I mean, you were still there. Yeah. So you made another big scene. You killed a vampire, and the wellness center isn't going to take off for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah. So you did it. You thwarted the conspiracy again, but you probably need to get off the continent at this point.
Yeah.
Because but you do have more leads to chase down. So
I hear the Caribbean's nice this time of year.
well, I haven't just well, they're in plot places.
Yeah.
I'm saying I fuck off and go on vacation.
Oh,
also
I see. Touche. Yeah.
Just lay low for a little while in a nice tropical resort.
Alaska has poor connectivity.
That's still
Fair
on
enough.
this continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sort of.
Of course, the Tree of Thirst is still in the Wellness Center, as far as you know. So, but at this point, you don't really have the resources to go after it because you need to hide.
Lie low.
Yeah. And
We
of course,
also
they're
need
probably
to-
going to relocate the
We also
tree
need to convince the scouts to start, giant snail, what do you call it? Badges.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying,
In
guys,
related
is what,
news, there's a new federal law being proposed to ban the giant African land snail as a pet. Yeah, it's it's an invasive species.
Damn it.
Yep.
well, that's
it's
going to get challenged in court because the federal government doesn't have the power to dictate to provinces on animal imports.
Well, I mean, but in America they do. So
Yeah, but we were in Canada.
yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
wellness
so you're gonna have to
center
smuggle
will
if you have to fight vampires in America, you have to smuggle snails in from Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you just ship it to individuals and never figure it out. They're
Yeah.
not checking for snails.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I can see like this.
It's a birthday present.
Even shittier cyberpunk dystopia is like we got the contraband underground snail trade to fight off the tech bro vampires.
Yep.
I take it back. This is the weirdest timeline.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely like snail farmers versus tech bro vampires is
Not what you expect, but there it is.
There
I
it
hate
is.
new Flash game from.
Yeah, oh god.
I love it.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what it is in the snails that does this so we can synthesize it.
It's
Well,
because
we can
we determined that last time is that the Tree of Thirst is a South American species, and the African land snail is an invasive species, so they were not prepared to deal with those snails, and so
Right.
the vampires have genetic
Also.
material from the trees, including that vulnerability.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just really bad for them, and I think it's funny.
Yeah, also, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, so broadbandly, guest credit, Seagull Motel. I like this. Sorry, I'm just looking at more of the oh god, Roadhouse. That's an image now. As one of the things. I can't view the background image for some reason. But anyways, yeah, it's just a word that says Roadhouse is one of these businesses.
Oh, did you see that Adam just posted Brandmark, the smart branded logo creator?
Oh no.
Oh god, we've created a monster.
Oh no.
Catman.
I mean, I think he was already a monster, to be fair.
Fair enough. This looks like the same system as the other one was. name looks. Anyways, so that's the basic idea behind this one. Was got to stop them from basically their scheme was to use these treatments. It was actually sort of a hybridized version of the vampire treatment, but it makes them Renfields that are addicts and slaves, and also makes their blood more important. They're also become sort of typhoid Marys. So because again, they want to make everybody on the planet sick and weak, so they can take over as feudal overlords.
Catman Satin.
Yeah.
No.
I think you do a similar thing with like a Kojima name generator, but anyways,
Fair.
That was awesome.
yeah.
Pretty
Good.
legit.
Yeah, good times.
Pretty legit.
Cool. I'm glad you all like it.
Have you developed the conspiracy for these guys yet?
Not for. I guess I have to now. I have it
Sorta.
sort of in my head, but I guess I need to actually write it down.
We have like a whole mini campaign here.
Yeah, apparently we're just going to do these
tree.
one shots.
I'm totally good with that for the next year. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, we actually Jason Brown is actually going to start running games for us on RPPR.
Okay.
Yep. So he's been running games of Wrath and Glory and Red Market.
Wrath and Glory
Yeah.
for the Emperor.
Yeah. So yeah, we could have him post a game this month and do that. So I'll talk to him about that and get that up. So you have that to look forward to. And let's see here. I'm going to be running the Aliens RPG for RPPR pretty soon, and we're going to do an episode on breaking that down, the system, because there's an Aliens RPG coming out.
I hear it's like Mothership, but good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mothership. I like the supplements. I do not.
I want to like Mothership.
Anyways, well, let's end this broadcast first.
Yeah.
Talk to you all later. Bye.
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 Yeah,